Hiya, pals. Hi, pals, and welcome to the Disneyland Paris Show. Here's your hosts, Lucy, Chris, and Hugh. Gosh. And now, Disneyland Paris news.
Refurb closures.
It's a stitch-up.
Taxi! Hey there, hi there, ho there, and welcome to the DLP Show. It's just Fletcher's today, and there will be a third one here in a minute, I hope. But just as we were getting ready to start then, stop touching your microphone, just as I was getting ready to start then, Oliver brought the iPad over for Lucas, and he slipped on the floor and bashed his face on the bench. So we're just hoping that he's going to be all right and everything will be fine, and he'll be back in a few minutes, but Mummy's just sorting him out. We've also got a barking dog in the background, as you can probably hear. Penny's decided that she's going to be really noisy today. So it's going to be a little bit chaotic in the house. But hey, it'll be all right, because we're going to talk Disney and we're going to have lots of fun. So here we go. I'm hoping that everything's running live. It looks like it is on the iPad there. Today, coming up then, we have got... we're going to discuss the live-action Lilo and Stitch movie. So that's going to be quite fun. We're going to have a bit of a chat about that. It's all right.
You told me to not interrupt.
I did tell you not to interrupt me, but that's absolutely fine. Here we are. We've also got a trip report as well from Kelley Spence, and obviously those news headlines we've just gone through as well. But first, Lucas, shall we see who's in the chat?
Who are they?
All aboard, please.
In the chat so far, we have Joey Tamborella, who says, "Hey everyone, excited to hear all the Disney news. My question today is, what film would you like Disney to never turn into a live-action film?"
What film would you like Disney to never turn into a live-action film? Have you got one that you think is a good answer for that?
Can I have a think about it?
You can have a think about it, yeah. I would say the one I would never want... I mean, Snow White's probably my answer, but it's already been done, unfortunately. Pinocchio would be another one. I think there's a handful that, to me, should be completely untouchable. We've got a friend here, look. It's Ollie. How are we doing, Ollie? Okay? Yeah, he's just slipped over on a blanket, haven't you? And smacked himself. So we might see that this... Can you see the red mark there? Just lean to that side again. Can you see that red mark there? Yeah.
It's on this cheek.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can see a red mark there. Lucas has got some chocolate to try and make you feel a bit better.
Oh, thanks.
Do you want to do a bong? Ollie was going to do all the buttons today. To do a bong. And what was your news? Can you remember?
The one that I said.
Stitched up.
Oh, stitched up.
Okay. Right.
Right, continuing with the chat.
Yes, sorry, Lucas.
John
Yes,
Parker
continue.
saying, "Evening, Fletcher's excited for the show and excited for your thoughts on the new Lilo and Stitch."
Lilo, yeah.
and Stitch
Lilo.
live action.
Are you serious?
Crafting Custom Meekin. Hey, old Disney.
We've had long discussions about this, but it's crafting costume Ken.
Hey, all need some Disney magic has got the blues today. But life goes on. Hope everyone is doing well and enjoying the bank holiday.
I hope we can bring you some Disney magic. I guess we'll see how it goes. Ollie might have some Disney magic in his hands. What have you got, Ollie?
I'm trying to not to spoil it yet.
Yeah, but you need to speak into the microphone when you speak.
I'm trying to not spoil it yet, so I'm
what
not
you've got.
saying.
All right, okay, so he's
We
not going
have
to show it yet.
Andrew Heaver,
Hey, Andrew.
who says, "Evening all. I'm going to be absent this week, as it is my birthday today. Currently enjoying a lovely evening with my family."
Oh, you know what we can do for a birthday, Ollie? You're not doing it, yeah? Dance.
Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Can you do a happy birthday? Can you say happy birthday, Andrew, in a Mickey Mouse's voice?
Happy birthday! birthday, Angel!
That was more like Goofy.
We have.
What about you, Walt? Lucas, can you do Happy Birthday in Mickey Mouse's voice?
Happy birthday, Andrew.
Wait, I can do it better. Happy birthday, Andrew!
Gosh, Happy Birthday, Andrew.
We have.
Wait, Daddy.
You can tell we're missing Hugh today, can't you? Hey, yes. And now listen, you see, the problem is,
No.
for those people listening on the podcast, Hugh, Ollie is whispering in my ear, which isn't great radio.
He wants
No,
chocolate.
it's about something that I'm gonna do later.
Right, well, okay, Lucas, you carry on with the chat. Stop eating chocolate.
Can I have some chocolate?
Oh, my word.
Thanks.
We'll do it later. I'll show you what it is.
Just get on with it. Come on.
Tanja Stelling saying good evening. Looking forward to the show tonight. John Parker again saying Joey, my pick would be Tangled. That film is perfection, and I think live action would ruin its legacy.
Do you know what? I completely agree with that. I think Tangled should be untouched. I think, as I was saying before Ollie came back, there are certain shows that I think should be completely untouched. Just sit down now, please, mate.
Oh, I heard what you said about me.
And yeah, I think Tangled is one of those. Bambi as well. Don't do Bambi. Why would you?
Oh.
Why would you do Bambi? It's not worth it, is it?
No.
It's not
No,
worth
it
it.
isn't.
No.
It
There's
isn't. It isn't right.
Vicky EJ. Hi,
Yeah.
going to DLP this week. So excited
That's
now.
awesome.
Awesome. Go on Star Tours.
Go on Star
Go on
Tours, you
Star
have been
Tours.
told. Interestingly, one of my work colleagues from Italy is currently in DLP, so I'm quite looking forward to seeing what's going on this week from her as well.
We have Lisa
Ollie,
Hill.
would you go and let Penny out of the door, please, and see if that stops her
Okay.
scratching and barking? Thank you very much.
We have
I'm going off camera, bud.
we
Never
have
work
Lisa
with kids
Hilton
and
saying
animals.
we have Lisa Hilton saying evening all. Sorry I'm late.
You might be sorry you've arrived, the way things are going at the moment. But, nice to see you.
Ed Swan saying hello. Just hopping on to say I can't stay tonight, but have a good show, guys.
Thanks, Ed. It's probably for the best as well.
And then Holidays with the Spence family saying hi all.
Hello, Spence family. We've got your trip report coming up later.
Right.
Also, just don't write me. I'm talking. Also, I will put the link through in the description after the show for you for your YouTube channel as well. I've been having a bit of a look, and there's some cool stuff on there. So I'm looking forward to getting involved in watching that myself. And I think that other people will quite like to watch your Disney World vlogs and F-telling and stuff
Do you
as well.
think-
So, yes, Lucas.
Do you think you can go back to talking about what film you don't want to be live
Yes.
action?
Which film would you like to not ever be live action?
I still need to think.
Right. So what have you?
Ollie, what film?
Go on then. No, you think we can't have silence. You have to keep talking.
Joe Mama, I don't know, so I'm just going to say random words.
Right.
Skibbity, Ohio, Joe Mama.
Ignore his brain rot.
This is my life, everybody.
Ignore his.
Shush now.
Ignore.
Thank you. Lucas.
Ignoring his brain
have
rot
one now?
kafoofos. I'd probably go. You know why? Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph. Yeah, that will.
I know,
That wouldn't be great as a
I
live
know,
action
I
anyway.
know, I know, I
Go
know.
on.
So, I think that a movie that shouldn't be turned into live action is... Drum roll, please, everyone do a drum roll.
Oh, you're making the camera rotter.
Wait, I forgot what it was
He
called.
hasn't
I
got
forgot
one
what
now.
I forgot what it was
It
called.
goes look.
Oh,
it
my
goes
word.
it's gone really shaky when
Yes,
you
okay,
did the
I
film.
forgot
I
what
know.
it was called.
Okay, good. Can we move on then, please? Because we'll be here forever
What's
otherwise.
it about? Meet the Robinsons.
Meet the Robinsons would be good. Okay.
I forgot.
Okay, Ollie, will you press a bong, please? We'll talk about the news now for a minute, shall we?
No.
Okay.
The Stitch.
Later.
When are we gonna
In
do
the
the
show.
cheeky?
No, you can't. You can sit down now, please. Honestly, never work with kids. Never work with these kids. That's what I would say. Okay, refurb closures. No, because we're talking about news now, so I need to talk, okay? Refurb closures. So first off, there's been a bunch of announced closures for July, basically. This is as well as the things that we already know, like the Orbitron's shut for the foreseeable future, Big Thunder Mountain's shut for the foreseeable future, although I think it's opening end of June, maybe. I've seen a couple of pages that seem to say that, so hopefully it'll be back open when we get there, so you can go on Big Thunder Mountain, which will be good. Anyway.
One for Loop to Loop.
Okay, yes, the one that has a loop-de-loop, but it doesn't.
In a dark cave.
In the dark cave, yeah. So refurb closures, yes. So things that have been announced. Dumbo is closing on the 23rd of June. Will open again on 5th of July. Pirates of the Caribbean is going to be closed as well from the 23rd. Let me talk, and then you'll know. It's going to be closed from the 23rd of June as well until the 12th of July. So no, not while we're there.
Yippee!
But the one that you might be upset about, Dumbo will be open when we get there. Okay. The one that you might be upset about, Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast is closed all through July from the 23rd. All through July.
Does that mean we're not going to be able to go on it?
It means we will not be able to go on it. However, there is Spider-Man Web Slingers, so we can always go on that.
Cancel it. We're going at a different time.
Right, okay. And also the Molly Brown will remain closed all the way through July as well for Rivers of the Far West updates. If you want to keep in touch with refurbs and stuff, but also information about what the builds are and everything as well at the moment, what things are happening with construction on a regular basis. As we always say, DLP Report posts on this on a regular basis, so go check them out on whichever socials you tend to use. I mean, stay away from X, but that's personal preference.
Yes.
Should we have a drink before we
Twitter.
talk about more news? And maybe while you're
Twitter,
drinking,
not
it'll
X.
stop you talking a little bit. Are you going to press the button?
Which one is it?
It's the one that says Tiki Cup.
Hey, ole, it's showtime. All together. Your tiki cup in your
I've never done this before.
cup. When you make yourself a beverage, I'll drink it up from your tiki cup.
Lucas, what have you got?
I'm, first of all, drinking orange squash. I don't know if it's orange and mango or
Orange and
whatever.
pineapple.
Orange and pineapple squash. And I've also, from our first trip to Disney, we got popcorn bucket with the poison apple from Snow White. And I filled it up with a packet of Whisper
Bites.
Bites.
This is, I think I've shown this on the show before, but this is my favourite thing I've ever bought from Disneyland Paris. It's the popcorn bucket with the apple, and it glows in the dark. It is absolutely awesome. I will never tire of it. Ollie, what have you got?
I have got...
Microphone.
Sorry. So I have got
A drink.
Stop, Lucas. So I have got a glass cup that has a picture of Stitch wearing red sunglasses, which says Aloha in different colours, and a pineapple. We have a straw in, and I am drinking blackcurrant and orange juice.
Blackcurrant, apple
Mummy
and black...
Daddy juice.
Stop shouting. Blackcurrant and apple juice mixed with orange and pineapple juice. And yes, we call that... What do we call it?
Mummy and Daddy
Mummy
juice.
and Daddy juice, because blackcurrant and apple is what Mummy drinks, and orange and pineapple is what I drink. So it's a mixture of the two. What I've got two drinks today. I've got orange and pineapple, which Hugh would be delighted to know I made 2 week today, so I've had to put extra in it to make it actually strong enough for me. And then, to get through this show, I'm having a beer as well. I'm going to need it. Let's be honest.
Some?
No, you can't.
Can I just say, I've noticed in the chat that Lisa Hilton has said, I can't even imagine doing a live show with my two boys. You're a brave man, Chris.
Yeah.
Equal amounts of cuteness and chaos, loving it.
Well, I'm glad someone's loving it. If I had any hair left to tear out, it would be gone by the end of this show. Right, shall we carry on with the news then? Carrying on with the news. The next... Oh, thank you very much. We're going to do it after the news. So the longer you stop me from talking about the news, the longer it's going to take for us to get to the bit where we talk about Lilo and Stitch. All right?
Okay.
So the good part.
Yeah, and if you keep interrupting me, it's just going to make me cross.
This is where the fun begins.
Okay. It's a Stitch Up. To be absolutely honest, there isn't a lot of news this week, so I've just tried to get some things in, just to let you know what's going on around the parks. It's a Stitch Up then. The barriers that are over World Premier Plaza at the moment have been decorated with splats of paint and stuff and paw prints, and then there's like a model of Stitch, well, a cardboard cutout of Stitch popping over the top of it with his big cheeky smile, which is kind of cool. They've also added a Stitch collector card, which is available from some of the cast members. So make sure you ask about if you're going, I don't know, this week, for instance, Vicky. Go and have an ask about, check with those cast members and see if you can find out where you can get them from and get yourself a Stitch card, because it's exclusive. That's pretty exciting. Finally, the last piece of news that I thought I should talk about.
Is it the dog dogs.
Oh, Penny's coming now as well because, you know, it wasn't chaotic enough as it was already. We brought the dog to say hello.
She'll sit with me.
Jeez. So the last piece of news, taxi. I thought I should just put something in about this for anybody who's around. Right, Ollie, I need you to stop talking now, please, because I'm trying to talk,
Penny's
okay?
falling through the factory.
That's fine. I didn't ask you to bring her up here, did I?
But she's up here now.
So, yeah, sorry. There have been strikes, taxi strikes over the last 5 or 6 days, and they are saying it's going to continue. Apparently, drivers are unhappy with the medical transport rules and competition from ride-hailing apps, so your Ubers and so on, and their movement has spread beyond the capital. So it's not just in Paris now; it's gone everywhere else. Boys, for goodness sake, will you please just stop this now? Oh my word! So yeah,
Take the dog away.
it's gone as far as Marseille, but I know that there has been disruption around Disneyland Paris, and they are threatening to disrupt Roland Garros next week as well as the tennis starts there. So you just need to be aware of it if you're out and about, that there is possibility of bits of disruption as taxi drivers causing blockades and all kinds of things. Now, what I've seen on a lot of the message boards and things this week is that yes, they're there, but they're not really stopping hotel guests. It's not really getting in the way. It's more of a complication, I think. If you're driving in and parking, it can be a bit of a complication. Again, I don't know what the situation is right now. It's just worth being aware that it is happening at this moment in time. That is your public service announcement. Okay.
Are we now on to...
Yes, boys.
Wait,
we have finished talking about news now. Yes. What do you want to do?
You ready for Lilo and Stitch?
This is where the fun begins.
Lucas is Star Wars mad at the moment, and particularly
This is where
episodes
the
1
fun
to 3.
begins.
So any opportunity to play a
can
bit
we press a button?
of a jingle. We haven't got a jingle for this, Ollie, but
Can we press
Stitch.
pink elephant?
Stitch.
no, we can't press the
Stitch,
pink
Stitch.
elephants. Can you? Are you going to do your Stitch impression? That can be our segue into the next session.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Wait, what do I say?
Whatever it is that he says at the start. Hang on. Yes, that one. Yes, that one.
Yeah, that queen
I'm going to throw the chocolate away in a minute.
No!
Okay. What we're gonna try and do now is we're gonna talk about we went to see Lilo and Stitch last night, didn't we? Yeah, well, yesterday afternoon, sorry, didn't we?
Can I do the thing that I was trying to...
I'm done with it now.
Right.
Oh my god!
I am really, really sorry about this. Everybody who's watching, I know they're just laughing and think it's funny because it's like I'm talking to a camera and they have plausible deniability because they aren't actually. It's not like a real thing, this. But at some point in his future, this one here is going to ask me to take this down off YouTube because he's embarrassed by it because one of his friends finds it. And at that point, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to let everybody see exactly how he likes to behave. Anyway.
Why? Because that's happened with the baked potato video.
Yes. What I would like to do now is get through this all as quickly as possible and probably finish a little bit early because I'm about to tear my hair out and I've literally had enough of my children. So, Lilo and Stitch then. Lilo and Stitch then. I'm going to give you one more chance and then we're going to pause for a minute and you're both going to clear off and I'm just going to talk on my own, okay?
No, but I have something to show.
Yeah, we know.
What do you want to show, Ollie?
When we get to it, at the end, it's a surprise for only people that stay till the end of the show. And if you do, you're very brave if you stay till the end of the show to see the surprise, which I have. It's like stay to the end of the show, and if you don't, it's sorry, but
I was
like,
turning on the thing so I could see the chat. I didn't know that noise was on.
You're not supposed to have the volume on.
I
It's
tried
like,
it
yeah, if you stay till the end, you can see the surprise. I'll be very surprised if probably only 3 people will see it.
There's only 11 people watching.
Right.
Yeah, most of them I don't
Can
know.
we talk about Lilo and Stitch now, please?
Yes!
Time just Stelling saying how you are doing well, all of you, but I'm very feeling for you, Chris.
Thank you very much. Can we talk about Lilo and Stitch now, please?
Yes, we can.
Right.
That's what.
So we
that's
went
why
to
we're here.
Yes, but you keep interrupting me every time I talk. So we went to watch Lilo and Stitch yesterday. What were your impressions before you went in? What were you expecting of it, Lucas? Because I know you weren't looking forward to going and watching it at all, were you?
I'm going to be sat there for about an hour and 50 minutes doing nothing. and being bored.
You need to speak into the microphone.
I was going to be sat there for like 2 hours just doing nothing and being bored because I didn't think I would like it.
And what were your expectations before you watched it, Ollie? What were you expecting of it?
There isn't going to be the same, and instead of it being cartoon, there's going to be like real people.
Right, so your expectation was it would be a live-action version of Lilo
No,
and Stitch.
no, I'll tell you why. They was going to be good, but they were going to take out like key moments. And
Right.
when I figured that out, they did.
Did they? What key moments did they take out?
So...
Actually, hang on. Whoa. It only came out yesterday. We can't talk spoilers, so don't say that. But... No, I think we have.
sad.
I know, but we have to avoid telling
I-
spoilers.
wait,
What I think is important.
Wait, can I say a question?
Yes.
If you've watched the Lilo and Stitch movie live action, then I want you to type Stitch is the best in the chat, and then if everyone types it, then we can say the spoilers.
Right. Okay. We're not going to do spoilers. So
So say Stitch
What-
on top if you watched it.
I have things that I want to say about this, but obviously I'm not going to get much chance to talk today. But I have to say that I thoroughly enjoyed the film. I was not particularly looking forward to it because of all of the other live-action films so far. I've not been particularly happy with them. Ollie, would you go and get that cushion off Penny, please?
Okay.
Because she's eating the sofa.
I have to do everything.
And so I was really not particularly looking forward to it. People were moaning about characters missing and about things being different and all these sorts of things. And actually, there was nothing wrong with it at all.
No.
For me, it did everything it should do. I'm going to have to go and deal with the dog. Just a
I'll
second.
talk for now.
Thank you.
So my opinion on the film was, I went in not thinking it would be that good, and I came out really enjoying it. They did it really well. The person, it was really good. The film was good. I really liked it when they were doing Hawaiian roller coaster. And now Ollie to fill in for me.
Now we're back now. I thought that a lot of it is very, very similar to the original, but it works really well as a live-action film. I've seen so many people hating on it before they've even seen it, expecting to hate it. But all you have to do is go and have a look on Rotten Tomatoes and on IMDb and see how much the public love it, regardless of what the critics think. I think it's going to be a smash, I think people are going to absolutely love it, and it's going to hold a special place for people in their hearts. That film, by the way, it means a lot to me. This is a film that I used to watch an awful lot when it first came out and in those early years, and I was in my 20s then, but it was just a film that really resonated with me and I absolutely loved. So I fully expected to not like this, because when you've got a love for something, it's very difficult for someone to do it a different way. But actually, I'm just so pleased. It was emotional. It was funny. I think they dealt with some of the sisterly stuff better in the little changes that they made. Honestly, go see it. Please go and see it if you weren't planning on going and seeing it. If you saw the stuff that Andrew Palmer posted on the Facebook group yesterday, which was basically all of the things that are wrong with it, not from his point of view, but having seen a post on this, all of the things that people were saying they didn't like about it. Not one of them. Well, one of them may be slightly valid, but there weren't anything. I'm not going into details, so I don't want to do spoilers. But none of it mattered. None of it really mattered because it just works as a film. It works so well as a live action film. Sonic wishes it was this good. I'll say that. Sonic wishes. Yeah, well, Sonic's a similar sort of. It's not a similar.
Snow White wishes it was this good.
Well, yeah.
Lisa Hilton says, totally agree, Chris. Leaving the cinema, I was immediately looking forward to watch it again on Disney+.
And that says.
Wait.
Go on,
No
sorry,
one's
Ollie.
typed. Why has no one typed Stitch on top to say that they've watched it?
Because people haven't watched it.
What? Well, that person just said that they watched it.
Okay, calm
I'm pretty
down.
sure. So
All
why
right.
aren't they typing Stitch on top?
We've
Because
lost
you're being
2
bossy.
viewers.
So
Probably from him.
I completely agree, Lisa. I think that says an awful lot about it as a film, because I would absolutely go and watch it again, quite happily. I'd go to the cinema and see it again. We'll gladly go and do that. Ollie's just spilt a drink everywhere because everything was
You go clean that
going
up
so
while I keep
badly already.
talking.
Just thought it'd make things worse again.
I've calmed down and settled in now.
Right,
Stitch
Ollie,
is the best
there you
whore
go.
on top, Ollie.
There you go.
You spelled Ollie
Lisa-
wrong. He's
Lisa-
going to be at you now.
Oh my word! Do you have to be that critical? Stitch is the best, says Lisa. There you go. Fantastic, thank you. Okay, we're going to keep this short now because I know we've only been going about 25 minutes, but this is killing me. So,
I was gonna get
no,
you
you're going to be quiet now. That's what's going to
What about
happen.
the surprise?
What is the surprise? When we're finished talking about Lilo and Stitch now, so you show your surprise.
So, the surprise is... So, when we were in the cinema, I brought a teddy and it was this.
A
Yeah,
beautiful
he
teddy.
took Stitch with him. This is from Disneyland Paris, isn't it?
Yes.
We got it from DLP.
And then,
And then,
when we were there, I bought this.
yeah, you got Scrumps from the Entertainer, didn't you?
Scump air.
Scrump Air.
Yeah.
Can I just say, Tanya Stelling says it's interesting. Tanya Stelling says it's interesting. I only saw Lilo and Stitch beginning this year because when it came out, I expected not liking it, but then I really liked it. The original. I haven't seen the live action yet.
Yeah, I think
Watch the live action.
a lot of people have avoided Lilo and Stitch over the years, and I'm not entirely sure why. I do think, like in Disneyland Paris, he's everywhere, and if you haven't seen the films, then you wouldn't really understand it. No. So, yeah, I can see why people haven't watched it until recently, but it's good to watch. It's a good one to watch. Laura's had to come in and clear up a spilt drink for us now as well.
I've settled in now. But...
Yes, well, I'm glad that you have. We're going to do a quick trip report now. So, Ollie, do you want to press the roundup button?
Audience trip roundup.
Nice. So, boys.
Can I read it?
No, you can't read it. I'd like you both to just be nice and quiet and calm now, please, and not interrupt me.
I'm
That'd
going to
be
go and
really
sort out
nice.
the dogs so she doesn't
You
bark
can
for
go and
the
sit
trip.
somewhere else away from everything
Bye.
if you're being quiet. That'd be really good. Thank
I'm
you,
going to
mate.
sort out the dog. Bye.
Okay, bye.
The Abby. I think I'm coming back.
So, firstly, Kelley, I want to apologise to you that your trip report has ended up on this episode of all episodes. However, it's something for us to talk about, so that's really good, and it'll get us through the next 10 or 15 minutes before we move on to the end of the show, and then contemplate doing it again in a week's time. Oh, God. So, trip report. This is from April, and it says, "Hi there, 37 Disney Street. This is my first time writing a trip report. I always wanted to do one, so I hope this is okay. Disneyland Paris trip report, April 2025. Family of 4, daughter is 6, and the son is 6 months old. We popped into Disneyland Paris for a day trip as my husband was running the Paris Marathon. We are yearly regulars at Disneyland, but we have never been at a warm time of year. We usually go in November or February, as you can get amazing deals on hotels. Top tip for everybody there. This was also our first time staying off-site, as we were only popping in for the day. We had an apartment with a 10-minute drive to Disneyland in Bussy St George. This was also our first time using the car park at Disney, and I must say it was very easy to navigate and to find a way to the park entrance. That's the thing that I'm nervous about, actually, because we're staying at Davy Crockett this time, aren't we? And we're going to have to use a car park. So, yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. We kick-started the day with a ride on Pinocchio and the teacups. These are great rides to go on with the baby, and it meant we could all be together. The wait times were about 10 to 15 minutes. By about 11 a.m, temperatures were in the 20s, and the wait times were beginning to climb. We moved around to Casey Jr. and the Storybook ride, which was around a 20-minute wait per ride, and then finished off with It's a Small World before heading on to Frontierland and grabbing some of the new loaded nachos. They look ace. We could have nachos.
Darth Vader waffle.
You want a Darth Vader waffle? Right, okay.
I
I'm sure we
wanted
can do
one
that as well.
last time.
Yeah. We opted for the beef nachos. They were a little bit dry, if I'm honest. The vegan ones look better, and I'm looking forward to try them when we return in October. I saw someone else trying those on a vlog recently. I can't remember who it was, though. And they said that the meat ones were dry, but the vegan one was really good. So that's quite interesting as well. Next up, the time is now 2 p.m, and for most rides, the wait times are well over 30 minutes. To keep out of the heat with the baby, we decided to head to some of the shops on Main Street and treat ourselves to a Mickey donut. It felt like a lot more people in the park than what we were used to. And with the buggy, it was a bit of a clutter trying to get through Main Street. Luckily, we know to use the arcades across the side to help us with shortcuts. I'm guessing if you normally go February and November, I guess it's not holiday time, is it? So if you're going outside of holiday times, it'll tend to be a little bit quieter. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. You tell me. After an hour or so, we decided to head back out, bite the bullet, and join the ever-climbing wait times. We walked around Alice's Labyrinth, queued for 25 minutes for Snow White. For some reason, Star Tours dropped down to a 10-minute wait. Yes. So we rushed with that, and my daughter... So we rushed with us that my daughter and husband could ride it. The baby took a nap, and we opted for ride switch. As soon as my husband and daughter got off the ride, myself and my daughter went straight back on. It's one of her favourites, and she always enjoys going on it twice. It's Lucas's favourite as well, as those of you listening can hear his nods.
Can I say something?
Go on, say something.
So you were talking about 10-minute wait queue. It's good having a 10-minute wait queue, but also even if it's like 10 to 30 minutes, then it's really good because, in my opinion, Star Tours has the best queue in Disneyland Paris. Mm-hmm. So because there's the R2-D2 on the ship, and there's all the briefings and what's gonna happen, and also Star Tours. It's nice to go on it twice because there's lots of different endings. Like you could have start in Hoth, then end in the Death Star. Start in Hoth, end in Coruscant.
Yeah. It is good, lots of different things. Last time we went, I think I say this every time we do a show with Lucas, but last time we went, we got a fully English one as well, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
Which was quite good. Very, very unusual. So that was quite nice. Blah, 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 blah,
The
blah.
dog's underneath us.
Yes, the dog. Yeah, but she's at least a little bit settled now. We finished off the day with dinner in our favourite spot in the Disney Village, the Rainforest Cafe. I love it in there. We popped into the new fashion shops and loved the merch. It felt very Disney Springs, and is refreshing to see the new village will be great once it's complete. I have to say, I can't wait to see it now. We've been really sceptical about it on the show. All that kind of wooden, modern, light-coloured finish just doesn't do anything for me, but I think the fascias that they've put on each of the different shops really it's brought it to life. I'm quite looking forward to seeing what it's like when we get there. All in all, it was a wonderful day in the Magic, and we were able to spend time together as a family on rides. In my personal opinion, I much prefer Disneyland Paris in the cooler weather and with the Halloween Christmas decorations. I agree with you on that. I do, even when it's cold. The crowds also seem a lot more manageable in the colder months. I would also like to say that taking a baby to Disneyland is not as scary as some people might think. There are so many rides you can go on together, and Rider Switch is a fantastic option if you still want to go on some bigger rides. This is our little boy's second time at Disney. Don't be put off and enjoy every moment, no matter how old they are. Even if they don't remember it, you certainly will. Great advice, that. Our next trip is in October, and we're looking forward to spending more time in our favourite place on Earth. Feel free to check out our vlog for this trip and many more to come on our YouTube Holidays with the Spencer Family, also known as Kelley. Thank you very much for that, Kelley. I did have a quick look, as I said at the start of the show, I did have a quick look on your YouTube channel, and there's a vlog from this particular trip, I think, on there as well. But there's also one for F-telling, so I'll certainly be going and having a look at that, because we're going there in July, aren't we, for a day? So I'm really looking forward to that.
Can I?
Yeah, what do you want to say?
So, it's not really related, but you said how they went to did they say they went to Main Street or something?
Yeah, when there's a shops on Main Street, yeah.
At Main Street, if anyone's going to Disneyland Paris, I don't know if, what I want to do when we go, there's, in some of the shops, there's different noises and things, there's telephones that you can go and you can listen to things. One saying that their barn's on fire or something.
Who is it? Whose vlog did we watch? Oh, there's a guy called Half Asleep Chris. I don't know if any of you know of him. He does a lot of Lego building and things, and he has a little jingle that goes, "Does it come with a Lego frog?" And we watched quite a lot of his vlogs, but he did one in Disneyland Paris, and that's one of the things that he pointed out, is that these phones in the shops on Main Street, and they all have different messages in them. So if you go and pick up the phone and have a listen, there's messages playing.
If you go let Penny out, I've got something on.
Okay.
I can say something.
Oh no, someone's coming to do Penny. It's okay. Go on, you talk.
So
okay.
There's also in the studios near the Ratatouille ride. In the middle, there's a big fountain, and there's pictures of Ratatouille on. If you take pictures of it, then it becomes like, I can't remember what
A
they're called.
zoetrope.
A zoetrope, where if you take pictures and go, it looks like they're running.
Yeah, so it's really interesting you say that because, again, we saw that on the Half Asleep Chris
Yeah.
vlog, but I've known about that for ages, and it's one of the things when we talk about the zoetrope on the show that I keep meaning to say and I keep forgetting about it. So yeah, it's definitely worth having a bit of a look next time you're there. But Remy runs around the fountain if you haven't ever noticed that. So go down and have a look at that. And obviously you'd have to run very fast if you want to see it actually animated. So maybe take some pictures. That would be a good idea.
Another thing, I'm just talking about.
Just go watch his vlog.
I'm just talking about this now, but I don't know if you knew, but you're talking about hidden Mickeys, like there's the ones with the barrels in Pirates of the Caribbean, but there's one on Big Thunder Mountain when you're going up one of the lift hills, and there's a telephone with like two things, and if you look at the right angle, it's a hidden Mickey.
Yeah, that's cool. We love a hidden Mickey. Okay, so thank you very much for your vlog, Kelley. And as I mentioned before, I'll put your YouTube channel into the description on this after the show. I know it's not there for you guys live now, but any of you watching later on, it should be there in the description. Go and have a look at their vlogs. Really, really cool. Ollie's back. Hey, Ol. Yeah, so Laura posted a question in the chat earlier on your behalf. Yeah, so do you want to ask your question now of everybody, because we're going to finish in a minute.
So, you two.
Us two?
Yeah, you two.
Okay.
What is your favourite food at Disneyland Paris?
Pineapple whip.
I didn't even finish the question. And what is the best restaurant that you could go to? Like your favourite one?
Okay, for you, Ollie? Lucas, I mean?
No, Daddy first.
All right.
Me first.
Actually, no, Lucas.
Okay.
No, you go.
No, Lucas.
So I can have a bit of time to think.
I'll go
No,
first.
Lucas.
Ollie, I'll go first. Thank you. Okay, so restaurant-wise, I think I would go down... No, not downtown. What's the other one?
Manhattan.
I just...
that?
There's a lot of the restaurants I really like, but I liked the Manhattan restaurant because they had burrata. I think that's a big part
Is
of it.
that the one where we saw those people who like, when I like the pasta sauce?
Yes.
That'd be better to say than the other thing.
Yes, it is, yeah. I also, snack-wise, I mean, we've not had a lot of snacks at DLP, have we? We
had a
just
pineapple
haven't.
whip.
But I do really like the pineapple whip. That's right up there for me. I like a Mickey Premium bar, I'm not going to lie.
You know what's funny?
What?
I was thinking to myself, Manhattan.
Well, yeah.
Because I when we went, like, I don't like pasta sauce. I just like plain pasta with cheese most of the time. But I really liked their tomato sauce. So I'd probably go, like, Manhattan. Or maybe one of the buffets, like Pim Kitchen, was good. I liked how, like, the giant pretzels and things.
What about you, Ollie, though? Because what the listeners and viewers do already know is you have celiac disease, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Yes,
Yes,
but
we do.
now it's going to be a
Wait, can I
much
say
different.
something? Can I say something?
Can I finish what I'm saying first? It's going to be a much different experience for you going to DLP this year when we go than it was last time, because suddenly you can't eat whatever you want. So my question for you is this: what was your favourite snacks and restaurant last time we went, and what are you looking forward to having this time? Now that your dietary requirements have changed.
So, does that mean, like, about what I'm not looking forward to?
Well, no, what is,
What
is there
I
any?
don't want to, that I'm not excited for. Like that Lucas gets to have Darth Vader waffles and I don't.
Yeah, we've had this conversation a lot today because Lucas keeps saying he wants to have Darth Vader waffles, and Ollie keeps saying, no, you're not allowed them.
Darth Vader waffle.
You're not allowed.
Darth
You're
Vader
not
waffle.
allowed, it's not fair. Okay, so restaurant-wise, I would say that my favourite... Wait, one second.
You're all right,
I
go on,
would
you do
say
your
that
thing.
my favourite restaurant is, that one where you can, like, a buffet, and there's, like,
What sort of food was there?
pizza.
Pizza. Was it downtown?
Probably.
The one in the Marvel Hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get that.
And then the snack would be probably
The Yoda ice cream.
Lucas's feet.
Lucas. Okay then.
Okay, can I say it for real? Can I say it for real?
I love. Lisa Hilton says, I love the savoury crepe with cheese, honey, and walnuts. Really love Pim Kitchen for the corn dogs and desserts. Last time we saw Spider-Man and Ant-Man out the window. Ant-Man even ran in briefly.
Nice.
No. Oh, wait, okay.
Nice.
So my favourite snack actually
Yeah.
is...
For those people
Scrumps.
listening, Scrump is whispering into Oliver's ear.
Stitch.
Wait,
Right.
it's here.
Can I?
Chat.
Whilst
So,
you're
so,
thinking,
it is... Okay, so...
Come on, then. If you don't know, we can just move on.
You know, in that place, the restaurant that I said?
downtown.
In downtown, yeah.
You know...
Oh, was it the
there's-
Groot Moose?
What's that?
It was like there was a moose, wasn't there, when we went there, and it had the Groot biscuit sticking on top of it.
No, you know...
But you keep walking away from the microphone when you're talking.
You know them, like... It was like a circle.
Right, a circle.
And it was like yellow, and it was like a cake. Like a circle,
Were
like...
they macarons?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
Macarons, yeah.
And you say
macarons.
30th on it? I think it will have done, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the macarons.
You do like macarons, though, don't you? You love a macaron. Right, boys, can I just
I
say
say-
something? No, because we're going to finish up in a second.
Wait.
But
All right, you go, and then I'll.
okay, can I talk? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, good. If you boys had behaved the way you've done for the last 5 minutes for the whole show, I wouldn't be stressed out at all, and there wouldn't have been spilt drinks, and it would have been
I
such a
think
different
I've just
experience.
settled in.
Yeah, you've just calmed yourself a bit. It's nice. It's good. So, is there anything DLP related that you'd like to talk about in the last few minutes before we finish up?
There's two things. The first thing is, I always say this when I'm on, but I like answering questions. So if you have any questions, can you drop them to the chat and we'll talk about them. And if you're thinking about questions, what I'm going to talk about is, you might be thinking, why Darth Vader waffles? I've never had a Darth Vader waffle, but one time when we went last time in, was it 2020? 2022, wasn't it?
2022. Yeah.
2022, yeah, because it was the year we met Arthur.
Yeah.
So
Okay, that means nothing to anybody else.
Yeah.
But yes, that was the year we met Arthur.
So basically, we were there in, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called.
Describe it.
Discoveryland.
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 Oh yeah, okay.
Because
Yeah.
I couldn't remember because I saw something saying Tomorrowland from America. Mm-hmm. So at Discoveryland, and we were outside this place thinking, should we go see the show? What should we do? And I was hungry, but we had the meal things.
Yeah.
And I saw this car, and it was doing Darth Vader waffles, and I asked for one, and I asked for one, and now I just want one.
Oh, poor Lucas. Well, I will try and make sure you get a Darth Vader waffle
Joey
this time.
Tamborella says, Chris, you can request gluten-free crepes and waffles, as I have been emailing DLP about it myself. Apparently they have options, so waffles may be okay.
That's really cool. Actually, that's a nice little segue because next week, most likely without these two boys, possibly pre-recorded, I'm going to do the show and talk a little bit about what research we've been doing from a gluten-free celiac point of view before our trip. But actually, yeah, if do you know where? Which places, Joey? It'd be really good to know which places we can request
Darth
these
Vader
gluten-free
waffles.
crepes and waffles from, because that's quite cool. I mean, it might be a bit difficult, I would have thought, unless they've got a specifically a separate plate, because obviously from a celiac point of view, you need no contamination. Go and let Penny in. You need no contamination, so you need to make sure that everything's
Imagine you
all
could get a gluten-free
hygienic,
Darth
so to
Vader
speak.
waffle.
I know, that'd be great though. What about that, Ollie?
Gluten-free
What
Darth
if they do
Vader
one,
waffle.
Ollie? What if they do one? Let's not get our hopes up. We won't get our hopes up.
Right, one last thing I want to say. Well, what I want to say is, sir,
Let Lucas talk and then you
So-
can go next, Ollie, and then we'll finish.
it was my birthday a couple of weeks ago. It was, if I think about it, yesterday. It was 3 weeks ago, I think.
Just tell everybody it was May the 3rd.
It was May the 3rd, yesterday, 3 weeks ago yesterday. And I got a lot of money, so at the moment, I'm saving up for the big Avengers Tower Lego set. And I've got probably about £185.
There you go.
saving up.
He's got more money than I do. Yeah, he's saving up for the Avengers Tower. He's thinking about selling other Lego sets and things to raise money for
A
it. So.
discontinued one.
Yeah, so we shall see how that goes, but he's very excited at the prospect of hopefully getting that Avengers Tower before it gets discontinued, potentially at the end of the year. Ollie has something to say, and then we're going to wind up.
So, you know, I don't know anything to say bye.
There we go.
End
Can
of
I-
the show. Bye. Everyone.
Wait.
Short and sweet.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I've got a question for you and Ollie.
All right.
I was
Go.
back. What is your... So in Disney, out of... do we count the studios as a land? Like, out
We
of...
can't. Yeah, it's the studios is a.
I
It's
know.
not the studios anymore, is it?
Yeah, but out
World of
of...
Adventure.
Out of the world... Is it the World of Adventure? Out of,
Disney Adventure World. Disney Adventure World. Every week we have this conversation. One of us can't remember what it's called. Disney Adventure World. Go on.
right, I just call it the studios still.
Yeah,
So
that's
out
fine.
of this... all the lands, so studios, Adventureland, Discoveryland, Fantasyland, and is it Frontierland? Is that all of them?
Yes, come on. Sometime today.
What is your favourite land and what is your favourite ride in that land?
What is my favourite land? My favourite land is Frontierland.
What's your favourite ride? Phantom Manor.
Phantom Manor, yeah.
What's yours, Ollie?
Easy that.
Whichever one has Stitch in it.
Ollie says whichever one has Stitch.
that's
Stitch
Main
Live? Yeah, that's in the studios. Oh,
No,
well-
but where Stitch actually is, it's like Main Street.
Oh, where the meet and greet is. So Main Street's your favourite place. Ollie says Main Street's his favourite
What's
place
your
because that's where
favourite
Stitch
ride
is.
at Main Street? Could say that you like going under the
The
castle.
Liberty Arcade.
Yeah, the arcades.
Okay, good. Brilliant.
Bye.
I like Discoveryland because it's got the Star Wars things. It's got Star Tours. Like it's got a lot of good rides. Like you like Hyperspace Mountain. I don't want to go on it.
I've not been on
But there's
Hyperspace
like-
Mountain. I can't say I like it actually.
Well,
I want to go
Mummy
on it.
has. Well, there's.
Yeah, Mummy likes it.
I can't remember what it is, but it's like Dumbo. What's it called?
Orbitron.
Orbitron. There's Orbitron.
That'll probably be shut when we go.
There's Autopia, which is just fun. Well, besides the 5-hour wait queue, it's fun.
Yes.
And
Right.
I just enjoy it.
I-
And there's
I-
a bunch of shows and food.
Yeah.
You continue.
Thank you. I've been waiting for a break in the conversation so that I can bring these proceedings to a halt.
Joey,
go on,
sorry
yeah.
to interrupt it, but Joey Tamborello says all the hotel and buffets have the gluten-free option stations apparently.
Super. That is really good to know. I'm sure Laura probably already knew this, but I didn't. So that's good to know. Thanks, Joey. Okay, look, I'm going to finish things up now because I've had enough of all the chaos, if I'm absolutely honest. Thank you for any of you who stuck by this show to the end today. Hugh and Lucy are off in Walt Disney World. I'm sure there'll be vlogs and things to come. They did talk about doing a live. I don't know whether it'll actually happen or not. I think maybe we don't put too much pressure on them to do that because they're off on holiday, aren't they, at least?
With the Brooks.
With our friends the Brooks, yes. So I will be back next week in some form or
I
another.
might, because I've been settled.
If you are, I won't be here. But yeah, I'll be back at some point next week to do something just as filler. It's a bit of a funny period anyway, though, because they're in Walt Disney World now. I'm about to do a show in the end of June, beginning of July, so I've got a lot of stuff on as well, so I'm not going to be about as much. But things run a lot smoother when it's the Rains and not us, so I'm sure the show will still keep going and do really well in that period of time. In the meantime, guys,
Can I-
no EMT this week, and there'll be no EMT next week either for those of you who are Patreon subscribers. But we will get back on that in the not too distant future, and we will have. Please just let me talk,
Sorry.
okay? And we will have a new series of Quizney Street, I think, coming up then as well. And we're also talking about how we can revamp this show a little bit just to make it run a little bit more smoothly than it has done tonight, for instance. So there we are. Lucas, very quickly, if it's something you want to read off the screen, I don't think you need to do that right now.
It's just Lisa Hilton saying to you, Ollie, that she's sorry she spelt your name wrong.
Yeah, that's fine, but you called Tanya Tanja. So,
Tanya Sterling said that was fun. Thank you very much. Have a nice week. It was nice to see you. Nice to see everyone
Right.
who's tuned in.
so, in the words of Lucy, I've been Lucy, these have been the boys, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Wait, I wanted to present.
Well, it's pressed now, so we're done. No, you boys need to go to bed. I'll see-